Saturday. No, it's Sunday. My gosh, I'm so bad with this, you guys. It's awesome though, working for yourself and you don't know what day it is. You know, I was talking to my landlord yesterday about time, and he said he's always looking at his watch and people are always bothering him saying, "Why are you always looking at your time clock?" And he's like, you know, he says everything's on a schedule. And he's in a panic. And I said, you know, that sucks. That's one thing that I am super grateful for. I don't miss that, you know. Oh my God, you're going to be late for work. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Panic in the freeway. You know, oh my God, that guy's in front of me. Oh, I don't like time clocks. I don't like time frames. I don't like time frames, and yet I want things to hurry because I'm an Aries. Anyway, okay, so today, Soul Family, we're going to be doing this differently. I'm going to, you know, let you guys give me feedback and let me know what you feel about this. But what we're going to do is we're going to still do the hybrid reading, which means I'm going to have you choose your item, right? One of 3 items. It'll be 3 now. And there will be an overall message for all. And then each specific zodiac sign will get their, see the crows. Each zodiac sign will get their clarifier, okay? So we're going to start with the music. Music of Angels. I have a song I wrote called The Voice of Angels, and it's about music. That's a quiet vibration today. That's interesting. Okay, so the items that you're going to choose from, we're going to start today. We are doing water signs first. So you're going to start with the lake. You get to choose the lake, the boat, or the waterbirds. Those are your items. The lake, the boat, or any boat, right? Or waterbirds. And I'm going to start, actually, while you're thinking about that, our totem messenger today is the crow. The crow has been showing up like crazy. And right as I say that, of course, it gets quiet. But all morning he's been coming. So the crow has got positive and negative meanings, right? As I was speaking about the crow before, I was obviously speaking about it in a negative fashion. But there are also positive messages for my beautiful messengers, right? So being that they're dark, it's coming out of the void, coming out of the darkness. They are connected to the trickster, so you are to be aware of deceiving appearances. Things aren't always as they appear. If the crow has come to you as your messenger, they're supporting you. Now, even if they're showing you themselves as the trickster, they're giving you messages that you need to understand, right? So this is about magic. This is about destiny. This is about personal alchemy and your own transformation. They're very intelligent, so it's about higher perspective, intelligence, being fearless. They're very cocky. They're very determined. They're flexible. They're adaptable. They're manipulative. They're mischievous. They're the trickster, right? They're all of these. So I'm not going to go on about the darkness, like the heavy darkness that a lot of people associate the crow with, because they're my favorite. They're my animals, right? They're animals, and they're my best friends. So I prefer not to focus on the negative aspects. So the crows, being that they are associated with magic, personal magic, and the ability to manipulate physical appearance, being the trickster, we find that they're everywhere, right? They're everywhere, all around us. And so we have to take a lesson and see what's going on with the crow when we see it. What's happening? How are they behaving in order for you to understand what kind of a messenger they are coming to you as today. Today, they were loud. Very, very loud. And they were all talking. And they all had something to say. So, in that case, depending on what's going on in your life, there could be people that have too much to say in your life. There could be a lot of people coming forward with ideas and inspiration. I got an amazing message this morning. It was beautiful from another soul sister who is also a reader. She's starting her own page. And on my reading yesterday, I was speaking about how the different ways that I'm, the way I teach, and how it's strange to me that there are so many that have followings that throw down some tarot cards when spiritual guidance is kind of overlooked. But it made sense, the message that I got, not to mention it was a beautiful message, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What she said was, Sherry, you're a teacher and guide to other teachers and guides. You are maybe not truly understood by the masses. It takes a like-minded awakening soul to truly connect to this high vibrational message. And that's the truth. We are, the ones that do follow me religiously, and I don't mean follow me, but follow these messages. And most of the people that are on my page are also spiritual teachers, very awakened individuals. So we're all coming to the table with the message that we have to deliver. So the crow could come forward to say, you know, here we all are, with each of us having our own message to deliver. We have a lot to say, and we have a lot to share, and we have a lot to learn. So what's interesting about the crow, this is kind of funny. The crow has the biggest brain, like according to the size of the body, amongst all bird species. They're very, very highly intelligent and highly developed. That's why they can be the trickster, right? They, if you look at them in the light, they're actually very beautiful, and they have shades of blue throughout their black. You know that blue-black? And so blue, to me, represents the truth, speaking the truth. And Archangel Michael's color is the blue. So it's about coming out of the darkness and recognizing the truth of yourself, of things around you, of situations, so that you can go beyond illusions, especially when you're trying to figure out, you know, duality of what's right, what's wrong, what's light, what's dark. Because we all have both within us, right? They, of course, along with other raptors, build their nests high, tall, in trees, so they like to have a higher perspective or a greater vision of things. They're smart that way, right? That way they can enjoy things, and they can see everything that's going on and not miss a beat. They're very watchful of intruders and predators, as we know. Remember when the predator came, the crows started dive bombing. So when they start making a lot of noise, look around and see what's going on in your environment. They may be giving you a message. Pay attention. Pay attention. They're very loud. They're very noisy. They're very noticeable. Look at something. What's going on? What is it that you need to... You need to listen to a song that's on the radio? Do you need to pay attention to what you're doing? Do you need to pay attention to what you're thinking at that moment? So they'll come to you. And what they're doing, as I said, how they're behaving, will give you the message as to what you're meant to do, how you're maybe supposed to deal with a situation. Maybe there's a predator, an adversary. As the fact that this morning they were speaking so loudly, maybe that's your message. It's time to speak up, right? Find your voice. They get away with what they do. It's so funny if you watch them, they'll swoop down and grab something. They're tenacious. They keep going back, right? If there's a little piece of food on the freeway and the cars are whipping by, you don't see the crow. Very, very often do I see a crow that's dead. They go down, they go back, they go down, they go back. They're like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get what I'm after. But you have to be careful because they're a little bit manipulative. They like to steal things. They like shiny objects. So there may be ones around you that are trying to steal something, and they're smart about doing it. Maybe studying you, warming up to you, trying to be a friend in order to take something from you or copy you. Whatever it is, be careful. If you see a crow in your dreams, it's between worlds. It's between spirit and the physical world. So they're talking to you about your intuition, your subconscious. It's trying to give you a trigger on something. So again, pay attention to what's going on in the dream when you see the crow. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I should have brought, let me get my piece of paper because I'm not good at remembering. Okay, so we're going to start with air signs. No, we're not. We're water signs. I'm sorry. We're starting with water signs. Okay. So again, we have the lake, the boat, and the water birds. And I'd be curious to see what water birds make themselves noticeable as we do our reading. So the overall message for all water signs is going to be from the Shapeshifters deck. So you all have this message. In some form or another, Spirit wants to say something to you regarding this message. Your clarifier will be with the relationship cards and the little homemade personal messages. And that will more specify and pinpoint what your message actually is. Okay? All right, so let's start. We're going to start with Cancer. So for those who chose the lake, which will also be for Cancer, okay? This is your message. A beautiful little worm. Song right now, I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. Okay, that's a message that's going to go with this. So if you'd rather be a hunter than the prey, you're feeling insecure, right? You would rather be the one. You don't want to. You're feeling like the world has been tough on you. The world is out to get you. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. This is not for Cancer. This is for all of you. Sorry. See? I got to get used to the way I'm doing things. Okay, so for everybody, I'd rather be the hunter than the prey. So is this about you or is this about someone else? If you would rather be the hunter than the prey, you have felt hunted, right? You have felt like you've been attacked, and you are going to keep yourself either hidden, and you're going to be the one, like I said yesterday, you know, you've done this to me, so people have done this to me, so I'm going to come at you. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to be the one, you know? I'm not going to be taken advantage of because I've been taken advantage of. Is that how you're feeling, or is that how someone in your life is feeling? This little worm makes me think of me raising my worms, right? Let's see how they're doing. This is about self-care. So here we see, there's my hummingbird hawk moth, sphinx ones. Now look, are they burying themselves about ready to get into their cocoon? We'll see. But they're being cared for. They're safe in there. They're not going to be picked off by a predator, right? Which could be a crow. They're in there safe. So the song is talking about not feeling safe, right? Somebody doesn't feel safe. And if you would rather be a hunter than the prey, well, I would say you don't have to be either. You don't have to be the hunter and you don't have to be the prey. You're coming at things with a negative thought process. You're coming from a place of fear. So what's going on here is maybe this little worm has been hunted, right? They're being protected right now. You may feel that you have to come across that way because you see yourself as someone who could be a victim, or maybe who has been a victim. You feel maybe insignificant, like you haven't mattered. People have taken advantage of you. Maybe you're kind of odd. Maybe not that you are, but that's what you feel, or maybe that's what others feel. People find you're strange. You're weird. You're a little green worm, you know? Maybe you think people don't really care about you, but here somebody does, right? This is spirit always caring for us, but you have a friend that loves you. This is a rose of peace, the most sweet-smelling roses that I've ever encountered. My mother and my grandmother grew these, the soft yellow of friendship and the pink of love. And here you're nestled and being held by this little angel who cares about you very much. So this is about knowing that and understanding that we are cared for and that we do have ones that do care for us. Are you not taking care of yourself? First one that should be loving us is ourselves. Are you not getting enough proper rest? Are you not eating properly? Are you not exercising gently with your body? Are you not keeping yourself in a positive environment? Clearly you're coming from a place of fear if you'd rather be the hunter than the prey. Or if you are the one that people are coming at, you're not feeling very safe. So maybe it's a time to take a look at your associates and where you're at. Maybe you need to reorganize your schedule a little bit so that you are able to do your work, take care of yourself, and have downtime. It's Sunday, right? I'm doing this reading in in sections this time, right? All water signs, all air, all earth, so I guess there's 4. But I figure I can do one at a time and it won't take up so much of my time. It won't be so much energy draining on me, right? I don't mind doing it other times, but I thought I would do this and it would be easier for me. So maybe you need to readjust your work schedule. Maybe you need to make sure that the things that you start out with in the morning are things that are going to keep you going for the day, right? You're not going to fill yourself up with something that tastes really good. It's filling, but it doesn't have nourishment. As I said, I start every morning with my super greens from Dr. Tony O'Donnell. I'm going to offer those on my page too. I put something up yesterday about a supplement that it's amazing. It's an amazing supplement for anxiety. If you're somebody who is feeling threatened, it's like basically it's tryptophan. It's basically happiness in a jar. It makes you happy, and it's all natural, no side effects, no addictive tendencies, nothing. It's amazing. So take the proper supplements that you need. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed out, if you're feeling you're about to go flying and you have a fear of flying, whatever it is, this person, I feel I'd rather be a hunter than the prey. So there's fear of some sort. Think about the different things that you can do for yourself. That is a supplement that you can take. That is not a drug. It's all natural. It's made from milk peptides. It's something that you could take if you're about to go on a plane flight, if you're suffering from anxiety, depression, sadness, winter blues, right? So I take supplements every morning and every afternoon, made specifically that are good for my body. I take my super greens, my chia seeds, because my body needs water, needs to hold the water. The chia seeds help do that. I put the lemon in my water to keep it alkaline, because alkaline stops our third eye from calcifying. There's alkaline in a lot. Alkaline, there's fluoride in a lot of things, and there's water that people think, oh, they buy the bottled water, but it's not alkaline water. It doesn't help you. It's taking all the minerals out of it. What else do I put in the apple cider vinegar, which is a detox. Do you need to go on a detox? A mental detox, a physical detox, a friendship detox, a Facebook friendship detox. I do that a lot, Start seeing negative things, gone. Right? So whatever it is, do whatever it is that you can do so that you can make things less stressful in your life. Things will flow easily for you, and in that way you're calmer, more relaxed, right? Because right now you're a worm, but you're not going to stay that worm. You are at some new stage in your life, a new transition, right? We're all transforming constantly. This doesn't happen once in our life. We don't just awaken. We are constantly awakening to some other aspect. As we peel the onion layer off of this old thought system or this old belief, or we try a new path or something, we stretch out, right? We're constantly stretching. So then we are transforming. So at some point in our life, we're going to be transforming into something else. At all points in our life, we're going to be transforming. I am constantly transforming, right? So we are always at this state at some point of our life. You know what I'm saying? We're always in that state in some area of our life. How about that? In some area of our life. So it could be that we've got a lot of stress and demands from work or from children or from family. Maybe we've got family members that are sick. Maybe you got a pet like Lily, who I have to constantly worry about and hand feed and make sure she's eating. And it's stressful for me. I need to make sure she's okay. I need to keep an eye on it. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you have your own health challenges. But Spirit's telling you you're very important. It's important for you to buy out the time for yourself. Take the time. Reevaluate your schedule. Pay attention to who you're associating with. Think of the words that you're saying, how you're speaking about yourself. When you go through these changes, when you're a worm, you're very vulnerable to the crows picking you off, right? So you've got to be careful with yourself. Whichever the change is that you're going through, it takes energy from you. So you need to give back. I had a client yesterday who wrote in about, and I've been working with her for years, and she's in a relationship with somebody who's also gone through a major transformation. He was involved with a very high demand business, and he started to get involved with drugs to help him cope. And it was a downward spiral, and he grabbed a hold of it with her help and has left that behind. But he's like a child. He's like a baby, and I have to remind her, he gets frustrated with her, and she gets frustrated with him. And he says, I've gone through a lot, not realizing what she's been through with him. Yes, he has been through a lot. He's transformed, and he's done amazing, and it's very, very difficult for him. But it wasn't her choice to take the drugs. It was his. She chose to stick by him and go through it with him. So she's also gone through a lot. And I said to her, you have to look at it from both perspectives. You both have. When he says, I've been through a lot, and he gets frustrated, he has. But he also has to see that so have you. And in all reality, the truth of the matter is, neither one of them had been through more than the other. They just were coming at it from their own perspective, right? So what she needed at that time, he was feeling, and also he was like a child, so he was like an energy vampire. He was feeding off of her positive energy. She was like the rock. Now, it doesn't mean that it will always stay that way, and it may not have been that way in all aspects of their life, but in the way that was happening, he needed her light. And when she got to the place where she had completely drained herself, she got frustrated, and she started getting short, and they would get into fights. And I said, what's happening is you're allowing him to feed off of your energy. It's very important that doesn't happen. It's good to support someone, but you also have to give yourself time to recharge. So as this transformation's taking place, you want to be with him, you want the best for him, and you're giving him your energy. Don't do that. Be supportive, be loving, be kind, but make sure that you are, when you start feeling like you're being overwhelmed, It's because your energy is draining and you need to recharge. He may not understand that. And he didn't. He freaked out. He was just losing his mind because it was almost like he took away her fix. He transferred his drug addiction to her. She was feeding him. And it was taking from her, and she couldn't hold it all together and found herself going down and thought their relationship was falling apart. No, it's not. You just need to set boundaries and realize, you know what? This is taking a lot from me, and I need some time for myself. It doesn't mean I don't love you. I just need to recharge. So as a super sensitive, that's why I put that post up about the trip. It's called Trip to Zen, the supplement that I take. I don't take it all the time. I only take it if I'm overwhelmed or if I'm anxious, if I'm getting upset, if I get angry. It calms me within 15 minutes, but it helps me. And I recognized, wow, you know, I was getting stressed out. Yesterday, I was stressed out with spirit. Come on, help me figure this out, right? My landlord goes, do you want a trip to Zen? And I'm like, no, I don't want drugs. He goes, they're not drugs. You know I don't push drugs. So I took a few of them. I said, hit me, baby, one more time. I took them, and I felt fantastic, right? It helped me. So I said to her, you need to pull away maybe, charge yourself, help him understand that you are a super sensitive. He may not be, but you are. And maybe he doesn't understand that he is like a baby nursing off of a mother. You'll look at these young girls, or even, you know, I remember myself, I was skinnier right after my daughter was born than I was ever before because she was feeding off of me. No matter what I was going through, she was taking from me. She was fat and happy. You notice how mothers, when they nurse, the babies never get sick. The mother can have a raging head cold or the flu, but the baby won't get sick because the baby's taking all the antibodies from the mother, right? So it's like a source. It's like us feeding off of source. So what do we have to do? We go into spirit. We go to nature, and we feed off of that source to get ourselves built back up. It's very, very important at this time for us to do that, to give ourselves the rest and permission that, you know what, I'm going to have a nap. I'm going to get really good foods. It might be a little bit more expensive, but you know what? I need to get quality because it's going into me, and this is my life. I'm going to put, it's like putting the cheapest gas that you can put in your car. You got a brand new, beautiful car, or maybe you've got a car that's barely making it, right? Are you going to put the cheapest gas and the cheapest oil? Or you would be smart to put the better gas in it, right? Because you're trying to keep that car going. It's the same thing with yourself. Are you going to feed yourself with the cheapest stuff? Cheapest relationships, cheapest food, cheapest entertainment? You know what I'm saying? Only the best for yourself. So right now it's a time for restoration, slowing down, giving yourself some love, self-care. You might be feeling sore. You might be having sore shoulders, sore back. You've been carrying too much weight emotionally, physically, spiritually, right? You might be getting a cold. Right now, there's a lot of parties going on with Halloween, so be careful, you know? People are sick and passing that around. Maybe you should step back and not be around all these people so much right now. You might be needing to spend a little time with yourself. The song right now, I would have stayed all night if I could have saved a friend. This is talking about somebody helping another who is dealing with drugs or who's dealing with a negative way of life, and I'm trying to help you, and you know, this is energy draining. I would have stayed all night if I could have helped a friend, but sometimes, you know, as empaths, we do. We give so much that we drain of ourselves. So give yourself permission. Recognize that you are very loved. And spend some downtime, you know. Just maybe shift things around a little bit like I'm doing today. I'm not doing all the reading in one fell swoop. I'll do this first reading. I'll start posting it, and then maybe I'll grab myself something to eat, go visit my cats. I'm going to take it slow today, right? It's Sunday after all. So if you do treat yourself this way and others see you putting yourself as a priority, they will recognize that, you know what? That's how she treats herself. That's how she expects to be treated. And they'll start recognizing this in you. They'll start realizing, you know, she's not being taken advantage of because she's not allowing it. Or he. Okay, so now at 24 minutes, we will go to Cancer. All Cancer signs. How does this apply to you? This self-care. Is this you? Is this someone in your life? What's going on for Cancer signs? Surrender. Surrender your expectations, plans, and fears. Instead, follow cues. Take inspired action and stay open. The divine plan for your life is far better than anything you could have imagined. Okay, so maybe you're a little bit stressed out. You're waiting for something to happen. So don't be stressed out. Surrender it. When you get to a place where you've done all that you can do, we need to hand it over to Spirit. We need to surrender. We need to, now, this is like time for chopping wood, carrying water, doing, you know, kind of mindless work. Hello, little sweetheart. This is the time for maybe you want to wash your car, you know, organize your closet, go through your, this is quiet time, right? You've done what you can. So right now, hand it over to Spirit and relax. It's a beautiful day. Whatever it is, don't get caught in fear. Don't have expectations except for positive. Don't worry about what you need to do. Spirit will give you the cues, right? Maybe it will be your animal messenger. We'll be prompted and shown what we need to do. But in the meantime, surrender. We'll give you another little message from the homemade deck. This little deck. This is actually a mixture of my own thoughts and messages that Spirit gave me, and I called these Buddha cards. They were my mother's, and so I mixed them all up. I like them. You're ready. Forgive me. Okay, those two popped out. So it's a relationship issue. Somebody wants forgiveness, or maybe you. Have you said you were sorry and you're anxious? Am I going to be forgiven at what's going on? Surrender it to Spirit. You've already said you're sorry. Or maybe it's time that you said that you're sorry. You're ready. And then surrender it. That's your message. Okay. So for those who are next, let's see. We're still, so those who chose the boats in the water, or Scorpios. So the first was the lake, or Cancer. Now it's the boat, or Scorpios. You're going to, oh, how interesting. Okay, I thought we were getting the Shapeshifters again. No, we're not. We're getting the Oracle of Shadows and Light. I like these decks. I like these cards. They feel good. It's interesting because they're big cards, but these particular cards work well in my hands. I resonate with certain decks really, really well, and this is probably my most favorite. Okay. At 27 minutes and 12 seconds, we have, actually 13 seconds, we have Scorpio, or those who chose the boat. All right, it's time to be brave. No. No. That's not what we're doing. It's interesting. Well, I made a mistake, but I guess I didn't make a mistake. So that's your clarifier. This is supposed to be for all water signs, but so then this is your clarifier. It's time to be brave. For Scorpios. Maybe you have been allowing others to take advantage of you, of your gentle nature. Maybe they're looking at you as someone who is weaker, someone who is more innocent, someone who can be pushed around. And it's time for you to pick up your sword and say enough is enough. People have been taking advantage of your gentle nature. You don't like to fight. You like to keep everyone happy. You like to keep the peace. It's not in your nature to fight. But Spirit's saying it's time. It's literally time to step up and say, you know what, no more. You're draining my energy. You're pushing me around. You're pushing your opinions on me. And it's time for you to step forward and say, you know what? I'm not taking this anymore. You have to do this. You've got to stand up for maybe something that you believe in, that people are pushing you around, not taking you seriously, right? And it's scary to you. It's not in your nature possibly to do this, or in this particular situation. So Spirit is telling you, you must speak your truth. You've got to stand strong. You've got to keep what is yours. People may have been trying to take from you, thinking that you're just an easy mark, like a crow. It's going to come along and pick you off, or pick off what's yours. But you're not going to allow this to happen. You're going to stand strong. You're going to cut away cords. You're going to use your sword of truth, and you're going to cut away situations, people, and actions that are not working for you, that are leaving you feeling vulnerable, that are leaving you feel raw, that are leaving you feel like insignificant or disregarded. Your feelings have to be honored. So Spirit's saying right now, we're sorry that you have to get to this point, but you do. This is time to step forward. Interesting. I'm sorry that that was obviously meant to be done, but Everyone was supposed to have the beautiful little worm, and I was all of a sudden going to go to a different message for all, but that was your clarifier. So you got a special one for some reason. I like that. Oh, hello. The Victory Sparrow keeps showing up. So don't think that if you speak up, hello, you're not going to be understood or heard, or it's not going to work for you. It may not work for them, but it's going to work for you. You are the Victory Sparrow, and the Victory Sparrow is telling you you need to have self-worth and realize that you're worth it. You deserve respect. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to keep your boundaries respected and clear. And what's interesting is the little Victory Sparrow is sitting on the head of Buddha. You don't have to be nasty and vicious and fight, but you do need to speak up. Okay. I love him or her. Look at the colors. I don't know if you guys can see because it's darker. Hi. You're getting braver with me. Because you know I'm your friend, right? I'm glad you like that plant. I'm glad you like that plant. Plucky little thing, right? I love it. Oh, and it is the one that lives in my house. So it's a female, because it's me. Okay, you also got the number 5. So a significant change is going to occur, and it's going to be for the best when you speak your truth. Also, something could be happening in 5 days, 5 months, 5 weeks, something to do with the 5th. Maybe something happened 5 years ago. Take 5 minutes and breathe. That's another message. Take 5. Take 5. You know when they do that, and when they're filming a movie, take 5. Give a break. Give yourself a break. You deserve a break. Cut off the work. Cut off the stress from your life. Cut away some time for yourself. So that's for Scorpios. For Pisces. Correct for neutrality. Song right now. If you give me just one night, underneath the moonlight, you'll see me in a new light. I want to take 2. I want to know the real thing about you. I love this song, Jong Mer. You see me in a new light. So somebody wants to return. Let's take a ride up to Malibu. I just want to sit and look at you. What would it matter if your friends knew? Interesting. Who cares what other people say anyway? I love this song. Okay, so for Pisces, I guess, you know what? You're going to get a clarifier from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Why not? I'm in a Pisces moon. I'll give myself a treat. I like this stuff. For Pisces, at 3250, sweet memories. That's why this song is going. Somebody wants to go back to the past, is remembering the past. And right now, maybe that has to do with self-care. This is a time when memories are going to come up for you. Sweet memories. You're going to be thinking about things from the past, people from the past, things that made you happy. And this is going to help you. Maybe you've come through a very difficult time, and you're needing love and care. I need a little loving in my life, babe. So right now you're remembering. I'm remembering words myself, right? That was what somebody said to me once. How are you doing? I'm good, babe. I just need a little loving in my life. And this is what the message is. You just need a little loving in your life. You need a little bit of care from somebody that you feel safe with and comfortable with and relaxed. Maybe you're going to snuggle up with a pet, right? Maybe you're going to hang out with a friend. It's Sunday. Maybe you're just going to sit in the sunshine with your eyes closed and remember beautiful things, memories. Spirit will bring you memories at this time. Spirit will have a song play which will make you think of somebody or something, a happy time in your life. Right as I'm speaking, I'm seeing the 2 bluebirds of happiness. And what's amazing to me is that they are so far away. You guys couldn't possibly see them. The tree, I'm going to zoom in. You see that tree right there, that big tree? They came up and they spun around in the air. I knew what they were because the light, the sun shone on their blue, on their wings. I'm so happy to know that I know what they are. So the bluebird of happiness, see? Maybe you're going to bump into somebody. Maybe you're going to make a phone call or a text message or hear something from somebody. Maybe from some time, a long time ago. It's going to help you with your healing. And you know what? You need this. You need it. It's self-care. You deserve it. Think about the time when you first hugged the person that meant the most to you, kissed the person that meant the most to you. Somebody gave you a really cool message or a present. Like that comment that I got today. That was beautiful. That's going to be a beautiful memory. I love that. Thank you so much for that. You're going to be getting reminders. Things that maybe to other people aren't that big of a deal, but they're significant to you. They're pivotal moments in your life. You might see a picture of your mom or your dad. I was scrolling on Facebook. I don't know what I was looking at, and all of a sudden a picture of my mom popped up that I didn't even know I had. And you know what? She took that picture. She wanted to take a profile picture, and she wasn't well. It was very shortly before she died, and I didn't know that. And she took two. One picture, she was smiling, and it was kind of a fake smile. I didn't really like it, and she had her glasses on. And I said, Mom, it's not a real smile. My son always said that to me. That's a fake smile. I said, it's not a fake smile. He goes, I like it with the ones where you're laughing. So I said that to her. I said, it's a fake smile. And then she sent that one. And the reason I didn't like it at the time is because I could see that she wasn't well. She looked sad in that. And I think it's because I know now that she knew that she was dying. But so I put that picture away. I never saw it. I didn't keep it. But it popped up the other day. And I am crying. But it was my mom. And she was beautiful. It's a beautiful picture. And I looked at her. And I saw me and her. We had similarities. So maybe that memory's going to come up. And it's not meant to make you sad. It might bring tears. But it's to help you heal. And maybe that's why the tears come. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe there's a healing that needs to take place. It's going to make you feel better in the long run. Sweet memories. It's going to change things for the better. And whatever that memory brings to your mind, it's going to help you with something that you're going through right now in this moment. And it's going to give you the strength to do what you need to do. Maybe you'll be reminded of the connection with someone that you haven't spoken to in a very long time. And maybe you're nervous about speaking up. But focusing on thinking on the memories of how amazing and comfortable it was, like this, maybe you'll be encouraged to do that. So what's your little message? Pisces. Ooh. No, there's two right there. Spend more time to experience nature. Absolutely. Outside is where we take from source, right? We don't have to take it from anyone else. We feed and replenish ourselves in nature. Forgive yourself and let the past be the past. Hold on to the good, happy memories and forget the sadness, and hold on to the lessons. Keep the lessons, but don't keep the recriminations. If you don't know what recriminations is, don't beat yourself up, right? Okay. So for who do we have? We've done them all. We've done you all. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm just going to wrap these up and make them short and sweet, and I hope that you found these helpful. And I think I've done it all, right? I've done the main message. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yes, we're at a wrap. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know. I would appreciate feedback, and let me know if you like it this way or if you would like it, all together. I'm just curious. How do you guys feel about it? I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I'll see you in today's weekly reading. I think I might be going to Idlewild. We'll see.